Welcome back. Now, this has been an ongoing issue in Singapore, but last week it surfaced with a vengeance. It's one about immigrants, China immigrants specifically.
Yep, a lot of Singaporeans have taken issue with Chinese immigrants for their lack of respect for the laws and cultural nuances of Singapore. Let's take a quick look at some recent entries.
For starters, Stomper Ice Boy came across this picture of a China flag hung in an HDB block in a forum. And this picture has been circulating around since China's National Day on October 1st, causing quite a stir on the internet.
Okay, but the thing is, it may just be hung out by a foreign worker, not necessarily a PR or naturalized Singapore citizen, right? If so, what's the issue? If you're just working here, can't you display some love for, your native country, your home country?
That's a liberal way of putting it, but many Stompers were apparently shocked to see the China flag and felt that publicly displaying your love for your own country is something disgraceful to Singapore.
Okay, but it doesn't actually harm anybody, does it? Like, it's just a harmless flag.
Yeah,
right?
I guess it's national pride, and when you're an immigrant from another country, it means you're respecting the culture and laws of your new host country. Now, Stomp actually got a response from the police stating that publicly displaying a foreign flag is actually punishable by law.
Wow, okay, actually I never knew that, so I was pretty surprised when I read that such an act may constitute an offence under the National Emblems Act, which prohibits the display of such national emblems in public or at schools, including where it is displayed in a manner as to be visible from any road, street, bridge, passage, footway, or place by any member of the public. But you see, I don't really get the point behind this. To me, it's really just a harmless flag.
Well,
really.
The point, I guess, is it's illegal according to the law, and hanging another country's emblem or flag is just not allowed unless, of course, you're an embassy.
So, public display of patriotism to another country is discouraged when you're in a new country?
I guess it's the same when you visit somebody else's home. You respect their rules and their way of life.
So, what were some of the comments made by our Stompers?
Well, most of them actually agreed with the contributors. Many of them said it was insensitive and rude to Singapore. Stomper Nanchak Fury also added that if a Singapore flag was hung in China, the person would be detained by the police by now.
The Stomper actually has a point.
So let's move on to another China immigrant story, Stomper, which has been picked up quite a bit by the local papers.
Yep, you're talking about the China-born Singapore PR who appeared on China's national TV, CCTV?
Yep. Yeah, that's the one, especially since the article was published on Stomp. Ever since, it has actually been picked up by many of the local papers such as Sunday Times.
Seems like there's a lot of love going on for China and very little for Singapore.
Now, Zhang Yuanyuan, a student in Singapore, had obtained Singapore PR but later chose to head back to China and subsequently joined the Chinese army to serve the nation.
Okay, so Stuntman Mike's point was that with Singapore's open policy to foreign talent, he's worried if he can totally trust them.
Well, it's unfair to stereotype all foreigners based on just one person.
Yeah, but moving back to the topic, right, I really feel that it wasn't necessary for her to go on national TV just to declare her love for her own country. And at the same time, biting the hand of the country that gave her an education. She was here to study, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she was studying English at the Cambridge Institute here and even claimed in the Sunday Times article that she enjoyed her 5-year stay in Singapore and that she loves Singapore, saying the environment here is good.
But there's always a but.
But she was given a chance to join the Women Militia Formation, a highlight of China's military parade, and felt that being Chinese, it was her duty to give something back to her country.
Okay, so how about her reaction, to all the stuff on the internet?
Well, she remained quite calm and says that everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I guess the main point we want to get across is that maybe there should be an education system to teach our foreigners on simple respect and courtesy for the country that takes you in and offers you new opportunities in life. Not just from one country, from all countries, whether you're from Europe or America or, from China, from India, everything. It's just about doing the right thing.
Yeah, true. Unlike this guy in our next China immigrant story.
The latest entry on Stomp had contributor Elaine fuming. Now, Elaine was appalled to find a puppy that they rescued from an ubi factory being put up for sale at $2,000 by a PRC man who adopted it from them. Now, apparently, it's not the first time that the man is selling rescued dogs for exorbitant profits.
Yeah, that's just wrong. This guy is simply making profit out of these poor animals. Right?
Apparently, after trawling through the online ads, Elaine found that this man claims that he paid almost $4,000 for the 2-month-old Great Dane puppy and is willing to sell it for half the price due to family matters. What's worse is that she also has spotted similar ads from the same guy in the past.
Yep, Elaine also said that once they confirm that the dog in the picture is the same dog that was rehomed, a police report will be made.
But so actually the guy adopts them from these rehousing people and then resells them.
Yeah, online. Yep.
Yes, that's just so wrong. So many PRC immigrants cannot carry on like that. Like there are no laws in this country and they can do whatever they like. There has to be a respect for Singapore and our laws. Yeah, as a country which offers all of them a new life and new opportunities, I guess it's really not cool for them to carry on so disrespectfully.
Maybe, like you said, we should find a way to educate these immigrants on being more respectful of Singapore laws and cultural observances when they live here. What would you propose, Sarah? What should we do?
I don't know, have some kind of test which all immigrants must sit for before they come to Singapore. Something on basic laws and general practices. Maybe, where to hail the cab, not to cut queue,
But wouldn't the test be like too mafan? Maybe just like a document for them to read through and then sign.
Yeah, right? But if it's a test, at least they'll have to study for it, which means they have to memorize all the details.
Okay, we'll let our viewers decide, okay? So comment and tell us what you think we should do so we can live in greater harmony with new immigrants to Singapore.